Well, start off, I was going to ask you about when you first took this job. You were here for years as an assistant coach. What were some of the things you kind of noticed yourself that you wanted to kind of fix to kind of build up to where you are now? Were there areas that really jumped out at you that you thought were going to really improve?
I think, back then it was just a different time in the progression of the program and where it was going. They were pretty young back then. I don't know how many years into the NCAA process they were, but, it's just when I wanted to, I just kind of wanted to be, just that support staff and wanted to make sure that I was just kind of, being a good assistant coach back then. And, when things changed and it kind of looked like I was going to be the next head coach, there's obviously some things that I tried to hit on right away, which is, recruiting from different areas. And, we changed things up there. And also like alumni engagement, we really, as a staff, wanted to add in more engagement from our alumni, getting guys back involved, both with getting them back here on campus and, fundraising standpoint. So, nothing right out of the get-go, just because the progression was different. But, we're a completely different program now than we were back then. I think it was 5 years ago. So,
Yeah. What are some areas where you kind of pleased with about where you guys are now compared to where you were the first year? Like, are there parts of the game that you really noticed a lot of improvement in?
Yep. I think, just all around we got better. It's a credit to the guys that were here and kind of took the lumps and bruises for a couple of years and got us, just through it. And now, our recruiting's come along where, we're getting some pretty good players out of, whether it's out of the Toronto area or, Boston, all over the place. We're starting to attract some really good student athletes. And just with that, we're able to, provide more for the guys because we're getting more alumni involved. We're starting to do better. Guys are getting back excited about our program, and so therefore we're able to offer them, more things. And it's just kind of starting to finally come along, and we're kind of starting to see the dividends we paid this year.
I know coaches don't always like to single out certain people, but were there any one or two recruits in the last couple of years that you landed that you were like, wow, I can't believe we were able to get this guy? Like anybody that's kind of a game-changing type of recruit? Or,
I guess, like you said, like I don't want to single guys out, but you could take a look at our stat sheet and see who's doing well, who's not doing well. But I think our goal as a staff when Vince Petrolangelo was with me to start, he left this year, but we didn't want to shake the house too much when we first got here. We only needed 3 guys our first recruiting class, and we wanted a local kid. We got Jake Mann as a local kid. He's done great, and then 2 years ago was our big group where we brought in 14 guys, and that not talk about single guys, but that group right there has really gotten us to take a step. And our seniors and juniors that last year did a great job, and everybody took a step. And even this year, the group of 14 guys took another step, and it's just getting us better and better.
As far as recruiting this school, you have a nice facility, but maybe the one drawback is you're not in the conference yet. Has that ever become a challenge? Have you ever had some guys ask you, what conference will I be playing, and then you got to kind of say, oh, we're not in one.
Yeah, I mean, kids ask it all the time.
Yeah.
And for us, the only thing we have to worry about is winning games. And how I feel about it probably can't be said on camera, but as long as we work our butts off and we come in here and we start beating teams, who cares if you're in a conference or not? You know what I mean? If you're in a conference, you're not winning games, you're not winning conference championships anyway. So now, our model is, we're kind of out against everybody, and as long as we keep on doing our job, we keep on winning. Who cares?
I was curious for you personally, like style of coaching wise, as you played for a lot of people in your life. Is there any one or two people that you borrowed a lot of stuff from over the years that you coached with, to pick up your own style?
Kind of a mixed bag, but it's. I would say like my first year, I leaned a lot on like Heinze and Wilkes-Barre and Casey, but now that I'm in my 4th year now as head coach, it goes off of what we have as a team. You know what I mean? And like whatever we have for guys that are in here and how we, play best with what personnel we have in the lineup, that's the way we want to play. Obviously, I want the guys to play a little bit kind of like how I did. We work hard and we battle, we compete, and those types of things, and those are our non-negotiables with our team. But, from an X and O standpoint, we just have to make sure that we know who's in. We want to know, what type of system that guys are going to excel in, and we've seen that we've done that so far.
I was just curious, since he's actually still coaching in this area, but what are some things from Casey that you kind of have picked up that you do yourself that you can learn when you play for him at Clarkson?
Probably yell at the refs.
Yeah.
But no, he's been a great resource. You know, I when I have time, I try to get over there as much as I can and talk to him just about different situations and stuff like that. And you know, and I've never really had a mentor as a head coach, you know, other than when I'm playing. So, you know, just 1 year and then I'm head coach. So, you know, I bounce different situations with, you know, dealing with players or, you know, whether we're in a slump or something like that, how we get out of it, different things like that. He's been a great resource since we started.
One thing is, yes, but too, obviously it was a different level, but you see like there's 15 national championship banners in this building. No other school up here has more than 2 or 3.
Yeah.
You know, is that how big of a sales pitch is that when you come here, even though it's a different level that they were run at? Is that something that you try to let the kids know about the history that the school had in the past? Or?
Yeah, it's something that we've tried to incorporate more with our recruiting and to show them how you know they used to do at the JUCO level and you know that we've had success here before. You know, and that's something where. Especially with alums too, like we want to talk to the kids, but that's where we want to get to. We want to get back to, you know, how successful that team was, and they used to beat up everybody. You know what I mean? And that's something where, you know, us as a coaching staff, obviously, we want to try to get as close to that level as we possibly can because we know it can be done here. So.
And I should mention Terry, obviously, too.
Yeah.
Even though you didn't play for him, what are some things you've learned from just talking to Terry Martin over the years?
Just how much he cares. Like, you know, and he's been awesome. He's been around quite a bit, you know, and we were able to honor him this year, too, with a couple banners in the rink. And he's just been awesome just being around and being that encouragement. Like, you're doing a great job. Like you know, through the tough years of only winning 7 games and even, you know, this year when we're, you know, finally starting to, you know, do well. And he's just like, keep it going. And he's been a great resource for me, just, you know, to how things kind of work in the state system and stuff like that, and how to navigate certain things. And you know, he's always positive and just saying you're doing a great job. And it's, you know, to hear that from a guy that's done what he did here is pretty good to hear.